Hi, hello, everybody. It's Pip here, Queen Pip Cards. We're looking at kits today. We're going to look at kits and see how they are. Are they any good? What do I think of them? Could they be better? How do you make them up? All that kind of stuff. So, hi, Melly. Hopefully, everybody's going to jump on and join us. It's been 2 weeks since I've been here because I've been off on my Norwegian incentive trip with Stampin' Up. So, I have a few little bits to show you. We had this lovely card waiting for us in our cabin. Isn't that cute? And it says, "Welcome to the Norway incentive trip. We hope you enjoy every minute of your experience." And it was fantastic. So if you want to see photos, go over to my Facebook page. There's photos up there. And I don't know, at some point I might put photos somewhere else. But we got loads and loads of things on the trip. One of the things I like the most is the gifts that you get from other people and the swaps that we do. I always do swaps. So we're going to show you some things. So I'm going to show you a few swaps, not many, just a few, and a few of the gifts that I received from other demonstrators. But first of all, I'd like to say thank you to the lovely Jackie who sent me this card. Isn't that gorgeous? This is not a Stampin' Up die as far as I'm aware. It might be an old one, but it's not a current one. But isn't that gorgeous? So thank you, Jackie. She won a prize in our membership, Card Making Know-How membership. So she got a prize from me, and she sent me this gorgeous card to say thank you. And isn't it just lovely? Thank you, Jackie. And then my friend Gillian, she also sent me this card last week before I went away. And this was to say thank you for a fundraising that she did with Forget-Me-Nots for Alzheimer's, which, as you know, is a close to my heart charity. And then inside there was a packet of Forget-Me-Not seeds, which we've already put in our garden shed ready to go. So I just wanted to share those and say thank you. Hi, hello everybody. We've got Cheryl on, we've got Nola on YouTube, and we've got a couple of people on Facebook saying hi and hello. So if you're on Facebook and your name is not showing up, you need to just jump on to, where is it? There. If you head to streamyard.com/Facebook and say yes to them knowing your name, then your name will show up and you'll go in the draw. Because I always give a card away at the end of every class, or pretty much every class. So make sure that you're in there and make sure you do that. The link is also on the Facebook description of the video, so you can check it there and just link straight from there, which is easier, and it means that you're attached to the right live stream. So have a look on that, see if you can get your name showing. If not, just put your name at the end of it and that'll be great, so I know who it is who I'm saying hello to. Alrighty, so let me show you a few more things. So this was a card made by Gina from, I'm assuming the States, based on the telephone number at the back. And this is using circle sayings. Isn't that gorgeous? And of course, we're using circle sayings in Paper Party. And today, no, not today, Wednesday is the last chance. Please, please, please book in early for Paper Party, because I'm going to be ordering first thing on June the 1st. And the reason I'll be ordering first thing on June the 1st is because we're going to get more in your paper packs, more prizes, more things, because we have a sale of paper going on the 1st of June. So we're going to have your Paper Party, but it's not going to cost as much. So I'm going to take the rest of the money and pop it into, like, all the money that we save, we're popping it into prizes or boosting your gift that we give you. So you'll get the same value in your goodies, but it might be in like embellishments rather than in paper, because you're going to get the paper, but it's going to be discounted. Okay, so don't worry, you will get the benefit of that discount. I'm not going to take that as extra money. Isn't that gorgeous? This one's lovely. This is in Lost Lagoon and Pool Party. And this was made by the gorgeous Glenda Culkins. So we've got Gina Cardera and Glenda Culkins, both from the US, I think. Yes, both from the US. And then we've got this fabulous one that says Norway. Isn't that cute? I need to take that out. That's too shiny. Take that out. Isn't that lovely? She's done it with the letters to say Norway and the numbers. Gorgeous. I'm hoping this is around the right way for you. And that's from the lovely Diana Keyline, yeah, who's also in Dallas, I think. No, in Australia. So she's in Australia. Love this. We get so many different people posting stuff. It's fab in the swaps, and then I get prezzies from friends. So let's take that off. Don't need to have that anymore. Where are we? Paper party. There we go. Take that off. This is really cute. This is a little box of banana candy. I mean, honestly, the things you get in the States is just amazing. With this gorgeous little, look at him. I'm bananas about you. This is my friend Jeannie. Jeannie and I both earned the Mediterranean Cruise Incentive. That was our first incentive trip. We both earned it together. We met the first night at the welcome reception, and we've been friends ever since. So that was fantastic. And yeah, we got. She gave me this little present. It's so cute. And then I got a scissor charm from Celine, which is lovely. And then I got koala chocolate, yum, from the lovely Shani Haynes from Australia. Not that I'll be eating it, having put on half a stone. Half a stone I put on in the cruise in a week. Too many nice things to purchase, too many nice things to eat. Hi Faye. Again, somebody, I don't know who you are. You need to make sure that StreamYard knows who you are. So let's just do that one more time. Just do streamyard.com/Facebook and it will register you, and then we'll know who you are. The other thing I got is this top. It's knit lovely. It's actually like a poncho. It's like a poncho top. You can see my arms there. Look, see? It's a t-shirt underneath. But it's got arms, so it keeps my arms warm while I'm crafting. And it's made of alpaca, which apparently is one of the things that they do in Norway is alpaca. So there you go, alpaca fur. So there you go. So I'm all Norwegianed up today. Isn't it lovely? Look at the arms. They're beautiful. You're going to see them in more detail. Right, let's get on with some kits. Let's do that. In fact, let's not do that. Oh, where's my... where's my... There we go. Can you see me? That looks a bit weird. Can you see me in the corner there, or have I gone really strange? Have I cut my head off? That looks really weird. Oh no, there I am. I'm okay. Ooh. Alrighty. Okay. All right. Hopefully that's looking okay. Right, there we go. Oh, my screen had just gone really funny. Good morning, Joanne from Canada. Hello, nice to see you. Right, okay, hopefully you can see this. Let's put a little bit more light on the subject. It's really bright and sunny here, isn't it? We've had lovely weather, apparently, while I've been away. We actually had lovely weather while I was away too, so that's good. All right, so today I want to talk to you about kits. Now, kits are what I call my early starter, brand new crafter, how to get going without having to spend a fortune thing, okay? Because when you start a hobby, you don't know if you're going to like it or not, right? You don't know if this is actually something that you like doing. So buying a kit is a really cheap way of getting started, trying it out, seeing what you think about it. And then if you like it, you can build from there. Or you can just stay and play with all the kits we have, because we have loads, so many kits. And I have a customer who just pretty much always just buys kits and adds her own mark to them. She might upscale them with some ribbon or some different embellishments, but mainly she lives with kits and she loves kits. And I'm here to tell you that I love kits, and I think kits get an underrated view from people. Now, we've had some comments, there were some comments in my Facebook group, Card Making for Beginners and Beyond, and someone said something about paper pumpkin, and I said, we don't get that over here. Now, if you're in the US, you can have, or in Canada, you can get paper pumpkin from a demonstrator. And that's a monthly subscription, but they don't do it anywhere else in the world. And there's no plans to do it anywhere else in the world. Apparently, it just isn't something they think will work in other places. But they really prefer people to just choose their own kit every month and decide what they want to do with it, because they think we prefer to do that rather than have something sent to them. So this is one of the kits we're doing today, which is what I call the Rainbow Thanks kit. And then we're also going to look at this kit, which again is a thank you kit. And over the weekend, while I was sailing away, I had a hen party running. My friend had a hen party running, and I'd done a video for her and sent her all the kits so that they could play and do their kits on the hen party to make the thank you cards for everyone. Isn't that amazing? I was so chuffed that she asked me to do that. And it's such a great way to do something like that. So yes, these are brilliant things. Oh, I think, is that you, Heather? Because it's got a purple heart on the back of it. So that, Heather. Angie. I don't know whether that's Angie or not. It might be. Anyway, so there's a difference between the two kits. Thanks, Nola. It's lovely to be back too. There's a difference between these two kits. This one has no stamps or ink. Okay. Oh, it is you, Ange. Okay, cool. So Angie's the one who loves kits. She loves kits. So this one has no stamps, okay, and no ink. And then this one, you do get some ink and some stamps to do your stamping. Okay, so I wanted to show you that you can start off, if you don't like stamping, that's okay. You can start off and you can make these cards. And these cards are pretty lovely. I think they go really nicely. I've lost the others. Where's the others gone? Oh, maybe I put more in here, did I? No. Oh, I've lost all my cards. Where did all my cards go? That's half done. That's not the one I was looking for. Oh, I know where they went. Oh, look, I got myself so organised a week before holiday. I put them in my week 4 little pouch because I knew I was going to do this the week I came back. Here we go. Oh dear. Right. So here are the cards. Thanks, you're the best. Nice. Thank you. Just wanted to say. And then this one, I appreciate you, and it's got all those lovely hearts cut out. So this is 3D, and you can see that you get all the rainbow behind. Okay, so that's the first 3. And then the second 3, a million thanks. And all those, see these flowers? They're all like raised up. So they're cute. Thank you with this beautiful pre-embossed background and little fruits. And then seriously grateful for you, which I love. Again, with this funky background, which is already embossed. And then the stamped piece here. And some faux ribbon. It's faux ribbon because it's actually cardstock. So I'm going to show you how I make these cards up. And how you can make these cards up. One of the interesting things is in the kit is you always get everything that you need. So I will show you all the things that you need from the kit and how they all pop out, etc. And then we'll make the cards up, and then you can decide whether you like kits or not as well at the end of it. And then we'll make up some other ones. Now, one of the cards, this one, creates a lot of confetti because you punch out all of those hearts. So look, you get left with all of these hearts, and they'd be amazing for a shaker card, or you could add them to the other cards as embellishments. So, you know, don't throw those hearts away when you make them because they're useful. Right. Okay. So let's move these ones out the way and we'll start off. Who here's done a kit apart from Ange? I know Ange has done a kit, but who here has done a kit from Stampin' Up or maybe from somebody else? You've got everything in the box and you've just you know, made all the things, and you like making all the things. Anybody here done that? Anyone here brand new? I know we've got people from our card making for beginners and beyond group watching, and from the membership watching, card making know-how membership. So if you're new, let me know if you've ever done a kit. I know Celia's done kits, but they might not be on live. I understand that because it is in the middle of the day. And I haven't been here for a week. So, you know, people forget. But look at the envelopes. Even the envelopes are glorious, aren't they? Look at that. Just so good. I'm going to come over here a bit and put a bit more brightness on that. Cheryl says she loves the kits. I love them too, I have to say. Especially for quick cards. Like if you're in a rush You're like, oh, I've got to get a card out for someone. Grab a kit. They're so easy. Alrighty. So let's start off with, which one should we start off? Let's start off with that one with the hearts. We'll get all the hearts out and all over the place to start off with. Okay, there we go. So it doesn't come with a bone folder. You don't need necessarily a bone folder, but you know, it's handy. Oh, see, Cheryl uses, that's a great tip. That's a great tip. She uses what's left over for scrapbooking pages. Yeah, those hearts, for example, would be great. So then you get them all of these. And I like the fact you get them as well in different languages. Because if you've got a friend in France or whatever, you can send them a card. Like we've got friends in France. So now I can send them a card that says merci rather than thanks, you know, so they get the French version. And you have them in French, English, Dutch, and German, I believe. French, English, French, German, and Dutch, I think. Yeah, all four. So yeah, all four, which is brilliant. I think that's just great. Okay, so I have actually done a little video. I did a little video for my ladies in the hen party. So if you're watching from the hen party, you're going to get this twice. I apologize, but you know, I hope you enjoyed it and you liked it. So we're going to take all our hearts out, and I'm doing them like this so that I collect them and I don't put them all over. In fact, I can put them all over here. That'll be fine. So these just pop out like this. Easy peasy. This is the longest bit, to be fair, on the whole card because you've got to pop out the hearts. I'm glad they didn't send it without the hearts, though, because those are great. Absolutely brilliant for adding extra stuff. And if you're a new card maker, I know I did. When I was new, I saved everything. Every little thing that came out of the packs. If I didn't know what to do with it, I still saved it. Because I knew that one day I would know what to do with it. And you know what? I did. And I've used all those things. So don't throw these things away. These are great. Keep them. You could dye dip them. You could colour them. You could blend on them. You know, as you get to learn more things, you can do stuff with that. Or you can just use them plain as they are. Okay. So now we've got this. We're just going to attach that on there. Now, the only thing I will say about kits is, you know me. I don't like soggy middles. And the one thing I would and have said to them is I would love it if they gave us a little bit more sticky stuff, okay? Because they really only give us enough to do exactly what they say on the tin. The good news is that you do have extras along the sides and backs of these pieces. So if you're thinking, I don't think that's actually like enough to stick that down, if you're like me, then you can just grab a pair of scissors and you can add a bit more to this, okay? But for the sake of this, I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it as they recommend, which I think is this. If I remember right. So they just do 3 pieces. Now, you know me, I'd be on the sides, across here, across the middles. I'd be all over it because I don't like soggy middles. But actually, we're going to put the sentiment on here. So if it bends in a little bit, that's good because it doesn't need as much postage. All right, so there is a method in their madness for this one. I'll let them off. All righty. Oh, no. Nola, that's brilliant. Nola says, I've got 2 kits, but forgot I had them. That's not good. You need to use them. Use them. But now you found them again, you can give them a go. So that's great. So then the hardest part is lining this up, I think. But as you just kind of go down, you kind of get it. There we go. Okay. So see, that bends a little bit there, which would worry me. But we're going to put this here. And then that way, if it bends down a little bit, it doesn't really matter. Now that one, we're going to use a bit of twine. And the great thing, there's little tips and tricks on these kit designs and on these kit instructions. So the instructions will tell you how to do this, like how to put them all together. Let's bring this one up. So see, 1, 2, 3 strips, and then stick that on there. And then it says cut 6 inches or 15.2 centimeters. And on the side, you've actually got a measure along here. Can you see that? So I can literally just measure, and I go with 6 because it's easier than 15.2. There we go. So that's how much twine you need. So you know you're not overusing on your twine. So that little measuring thing at the bottom of that is brilliant. And then for this one, we need one of the smaller strips because they've got 2 different sizes. Look at that. Perfect. So we're going to pop that sticky bit down first, like that. Take that off. Then we're going to do our twiddly bit. So for our twiddly bit, you just wrap it around your fingers into a figure of 8. See, like that. And then just stick it down. Stick it across there because we know that's going to hold it in place. You can move it around if you want to. And then you just pop that down on there. Like so. There you are. That's the first one done. And then you've got these little glimmery, they're squares, really. And you just pick them off with your take your pick tool. Pop them down wherever you fancy. I like to put mine down in like diamond shapes. So they're just so pretty. Put one up there. Tuck it in behind the twine. And then we've got this one up here. Tuck this one up in here. Maybe. There we go. And then we'll pop this one up here. There we go. So now we've got little sparkles. Look at the little sparkles. Aren't they cute? So good. So good. So that's that one. How quick and easy was that? I'm going to do a lot of cards today. I'm just warning you because they're quick and easy. So we'll just whiz through them. Okay. Next one is the thanks one. This is my last one that I've got now because I've used the other one. I did this one twice. So if you don't have a bone folder, just push down with your fingers along the edge. Okay. And for this one, we just need the big word thanks. Oh, maybe actually, do you know what? I'm going to make this for my friends in France. I'm going to do this as a merci. Okay. And then again, on the back of this, we're going to put some sticky, as it shows you on here. You just put a bit of sticky on here, on the words. Okay. So mercy, we'll put a little one there. And I've got a little one over here. Could do sort of diagonally bit. Might get all of it in there. There we go. Again, we need, what's this time? This time we need 9.5 inches or 24 centimeters. So from there to there is 22. So then I'll just add another 2, like so. There's my 24 centimeters. I don't do the 0.1. No point in that. And then this is a bit of just a bigger twirl, bigger twizzle. So again, just wrap it round so that you get your ends to the ends of that, like so. And then pinch together in the middle, and that's then ready to go. Pull that one off. Oops. There we go. And then pop that down there. There we go. Well, I've got it going the wrong way according to the instructions, but it's up to you. You could put it going the wrong way if you wanted to. Instructions say this way. Yeah, it kind of looks better like that. Then we just add that to here. Okay. So halfway, well, not quite halfway down because we're going to put a little bit underneath as well. So pop that in there. Is it straight? Straight enough. And then we have another little black bit, but it says, merci, you're the best. So you're the best is this one. So 2F fantastique. Although I'm sure if Celine is on here, she'll be like, oh my goodness, Pip, stop butchering our language. So I'm not good with languages. I'm an English girl. I didn't even bother to try the Norwegian when we were there. That's just, it's never going to happen. Okay. And then pop that along there, just tucking it over the ends of that bubbly die cut piece. So it goes along like that. There you go. And then again, we'll just add a few sparkles. Again, we can pop these wherever we like. Stick one up here. And they say 5 on each of them, which is great. I'm going to do 3 because I'm whizzing. You can do whichever ones you want, wherever you want. That's the next one done. Cool, huh? Finally on this kit, see how quick they are to come together? Finally on this kit, we have this beautiful rainbow. Love this rainbow card. Look at that. I mean, you could use this however you wanted to. You could have it come in this way instead. This is the way that they design it, but you can change it up, and that's the good thing about kits. If you're a brand new beginner, just follow along and do exactly what they say. And then if you're more advanced and you want to play around with the kits, then you can play around with them and do whatever you want to. Change the orientation, add extra bits, you know, cut the cards up and use them for something else, whatever you want to do. It is, you know, just endless possibilities. So these ones go on here. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I'm going to let you know that the cardstock is not the same thickness or weight, as we call it, as normal cardstock. Okay, so it's definitely flimsier. It's more like what you would buy from a craft store, but it's pre-printed, so they're nicer than that, if you know what I mean. But yeah, they're not as they're definitely not as sturdy, but you don't have to cut them. You just have to put them together. So I see it as a bonus for new people to get to know how to put cards together. Then when you want to move up and do a bit more, maybe like designing yourself, then you would go on and you would buy our card bases, like note cards perhaps, which are definitely a better quality in cardstock. And then if you wanted to move on a little way, you'd then go on to cutting your own cardstock. And then I had a conversation with somebody in the group, and she's like, a paper trimmer is an essential basic. And I'm like, well, it isn't if you're just making kits. You don't need a trimmer if you're just making kits. And if you're just starting out, I always recommend you start with kits. So I don't put a trimmer as an essential basic. I put a pair of snips, what you've seen me use today. I put a take your pick, what you've seen me use today. And then I add in some glues, because sometimes you don't like the glue that they give you and you'd rather use your own, or you might want extras. You know, like I say, I need extra dimensionals or extra this, that, and the other. So you might want to have, you know, extras for that. So I don't put a paper trimmer as a first essential, because if you're making kits, you don't need a trimmer. You just don't need it. So that's how I suggest you start, because it's the cheapest way of getting started. You don't have to worry about buying a whole bunch of kit. You just need to buy one kit and and try it out. See what you think. If you don't like it, you haven't wasted a lot. If you do like it, you can carry on with more kits, or you can buy other things to, you know, to make up as you fancy. Now this one, we have a little twist on this side, and it goes like right under here, if I remember right. There's me original. Yeah, because it's got to go right under there. It's got to go right on this side, okay, because it's going to come out behind the big bit that we're going to put on in a minute. So we will put this down, and this piece goes just a little bit like it shows you. If I can find it again, here we go. So it goes just a little bit further along than this. So you're sticking out like sort of here-ish. There we go, like that. That comes along there. In fact, it probably could come a little bit further up. Doesn't need to be quite so. And that's the other thing. You can adjust with kits. They're more forgiving. and you've got more time to play with stuff, I think. Okay, so then we need the big half circle, kind of funny shaped, thank you, like this. There we go. That's going to go on there. So that could probably come in a little bit, actually. Have I got enough? Can I wiggle it? Can I wiggle it? Yeah, I can wiggle that bit in. There we go. Come in just a smidgy more. Is that better? Yeah, that's a bit better. Right, and so this just needs, because it's got this to lean on, just needs one at the bottom. Although if it was me, I would put one on the other side. But, you know, I'll show you how I would do that. So I'd put this down here, because you might be like me and you might want more. This is going to sit there. This is going to get positioned by this, so that's fine. But here it's a bit wibbly wobbly. So on this side here, I would get my scissors, which is why they're an essential part of your basic kit. And I would just do like half of this. Take this bit off and put this over here. So it's got a little bit more support on both sides. Just me, you don't have to do that. But you should have enough in all of the, you know, with all of the stuff to do that if you wanted to. Okay, then pop that on there. Then we've got a bit of twine coming out here, twine coming out here. Just wanted to say thank you. That cool? Now, I think it should have been centered like this one. But, you know, that's me. I'm just changing up my design. Doesn't have to be centered if you don't want it to be. So there's all the cards now made from that kit. And we've done all of that and me guessing and telling you all about the trip before in less than half an hour. Now you get 3 of each. So it doesn't, you don't just finish there. So I've made two of those and 2 of those. And somewhere I've made another one. I'm sure I made another one. So you get cards and envelopes. So all of them get these beautiful envelopes for you to put them in. So how nice would that be if that landed on somebody's doorstep and then they opened the card and they got that? Isn't that lovely? Oh, and I forgot twinkles. I forgot my twinkles. I need to put twinkles on all of these. This also has a whole strip of twinkles, which is great. And we can just dot them around the rainbow. Aren't they lovely? Just pretty. So pretty. There we go. Really nice. Nola says she likes the colours. Yes, the colours are good. And the colours change with all the different kits. All the kits are different. That's what I like. And then somebody bought a kit not long. Like the kit not long bought one. Excellent. So you bought one a while ago. That's cool. So that's the first one. There we go. So I'll pop all those bits back in. And that's the good thing. You get the little... You know, you get the little packets. You can put those back in and not lose them, and put your little strippy things in. Don't want to lose those. You can get a little one for your twine. Put that in so your twine doesn't get mixed up. Then pop them all back in your box, and it's a good storage solution as well. So I use these not only to store all the pieces. So like I'm putting back in all the pieces here for the cards I haven't made yet. But also to store the cards I have made, okay, because then they're ready to go. They can go in the kit, like in the box like this. Oops. And it's all ready to go. And, you know, you can pop the instructions back in. But when you've finished all the cards and they're all ready to go, pop them back in the box. Then you know where they are. And if you send all those out and start making your own cards, it's also a great way to store your cards so they're flat and they don't take up much room. Because again, some people don't have big craft rooms, but that is just a little kit box. It's about the size of half a sheet of A4 paper overall. And it's about the thickness, yeah, maybe 2 old DVD like VHS cases. So it's not that big and you can fit that pretty much anywhere. So that's my first kit done and dusted. And then if you think, well, I might want to try this Stampin' Lark, give Stampin' a go, that's when I recommend you get another kit which includes some stamps. So rather than buying an entire stamp set, and rather than buying a whole ink pad, or several ink pads, if you buy the inclusive stamping kits, they come with a little mini stamp set. And when I say a little mini stamp set, I mean it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stamps on there. All I can say is thanks, thank you, seriously grateful for you, a million thanks, and 2 little flowery bits. So, I mean, you can use them after you finish the kit for anything, right? Hey, Anne, it's nice to see you while out and about on a bank holiday. I know it is a bank holiday here in the UK, so I know people are out and about and not at home watching me, especially with the glorious weather. I know lots of people are out, but you know, if you can always watch me on replay, that's what I say. So yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy your bank holiday. Okay, so these are the cards that we're going to make. A million thanks, seriously grateful for you, and thank you. So you can swap out the words if you want to. You can change thank you to all I can say is thanks. You probably couldn't change a million thanks to anything unless you just stamp that little thanks bit there, because it won't fit on the little strip. But this one, seriously grateful, again, you could change that to that one, or a million thanks, or just a big thank you. So you can switch them around if you want to. You don't have to follow them exactly. So I'm going to do, and they come in the kit with a block. Okay, so this is your acrylic block that you put your stamps on, and your little spot. Okay, and this is your little ink spot, which you're going to use when you're stamping. So I'm going to use this one because I haven't got any that use this. All I can say is thanks. I love that. Love that. So you flip it over like that, and you pop it on your block like that, and it picks it up like magic. And now you have your stamps on a block, and it's see-through, so you can see where you're stamping, which is great for beginner stampers. Then you have all these other pieces in here, like this, okay? And your labels, I need one of those. Take that out. Now you can either take them out at the time you're going to be making them, or you can take all of them out together at the beginning and then, you know, use them as and when. And then I'm just going to pop these out because I know I need one of these. And basically, to make the 3 cards, you're going to take some labels, okay, and then you're going to take one of these strips, and one of these strips makes all of the cards, okay. And these also have fancy envelopes, not fancy on the outside, these are fancy on the inside, just like a delicate stripe. I think they're all the same. Yeah, all the same. But a nice, you know, easy to use envelopes with a bit of poshness. Okay, now I have started one, so I'm going to finish that one because it does take a while to do this one. So rather than you sitting here watching me do all that, I'm going to do the other 2 completely, and then I'm just going to finish the other one off. So we need some card bases. And I love, love, love these card bases because they're just so pretty. So we've got a pink one and a green one that I'm going to do from scratch. There we go. Let's do this one because this one's really, really easy to start off with. So I'm going to fold that down. Then we have this sticker on here. Now, in this kit, you're going to be dealing with different things. Okay. Oh, hi, Jackie. Yes, great colours, aren't they, Melly? I like the colours. Now, in here, you're going to get some different things. You're going to get some sticky dots, okay, for embellishments. You're going to get some mini dimensionals. So these are our normal foam dimensionals, which are like hexagonal shape. And then you're going to get a sheet of something that looks like this. And you're going to be like, what on earth is that? these are your glue dots, okay? And the way I recommend you use these is, let's move all this off over to the other side. You know you're going to need to stick this down, so you're going to peel off your glue dot from the bottom like that. So you take your pick tool, shove it underneath, pop it down, okay, and then the next one, put one on each end, sort of in the middle. That one's already coming apart, and then this one over here, and then you probably don't need one in the middle because you can keep that. And then you just peel the tops off, okay? And now if you haven't got nails, or if you've got fake nails, false nails on, like gel tips or shellac or whatever, then use your pokey tool, take your pick tool to get under there. If you've got nails that you can do it with, then use your nails. It's up to you. I can't now because I broke my nail on holiday, and it won't work if it's not the same length. Okay, so then we're just going to pop this down kind of halfway, wherever you want it really, like so. And that looks immediately like a bit of ribbon. Okay, then we're going to stamp this lovely label, which has already got the flowers on it. We're going to stamp it. I've chosen, all I can say is thanks. Now you'll see I'm taking the ink spot to the stamp rather than the other way around, and that's because it's a big ink, it's a big block, and it's a thin stamp. This makes sure I don't get any ink on the block, so I don't get any spotting. It also means I can see if I've covered everything, whether I've got any bits that are not working correctly. And it means I just get the right amount on and not too much. Then I'm going to take my breath in, and then I'm going to breathe out as I stamp. There we go. Because if you hold your breath in, you get all juddery and shaky, and if you do that, it works a treat. It's a little crooked because I'm doing it from the angle, but I don't mind. It looks good. It's homemade. Plus, I also feel still a bit seasick. So I'm getting that whole, I feel like I'm still on a boat. Everything's moving at the moment. So, yeah, it's just a bit of a weird feeling. Have you ever been on a cruise and had that issue where you come home and you still feel like everything's moving? It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Now we're going to pop this on here. So for this, we're going to use our dimensionals. Now, you know me, I would cover this with dimensionals. Just saying, I would add more dimensionals. But I think they only give you about 3. But I'm just going to add a few more because that's just me. It's the way I am. I can't do it any less than that. But again, you've got the sides, you know, so you can afford to go over by a bit. Don't worry too much. And if not, you can always grab a pack of dimensionals when you order your kit. You know, if you're like me and you think, well, actually, I think I'd like all my stuff to be like one layer and not bobbly up and down, then just buy a pack of dimensionals when you buy your kit. It's the easiest thing. And if you get the mini ones, you know they're going to fit on anything. So that's cool. Then we're just going to pop this down over the ribbon. And there we go. Yeah, it's a bit wobbly, but hey, who knows? As Jackie says, it's hand stamp. Oh yeah, it will go soon. I know. It's just because it was yesterday, and I've got to get my land legs back. Yeah, I thought maybe sleeping I'd be okay. And I slept really well. So it's not like I haven't had any sleep, but I just still feel it still hasn't cleared the wibbly wobbly feelings. It's really weird. I'm sitting here and I feel like the whole desk is moving. It's very odd. It's a little off-putting. But hey ho, we're surviving. No, I'm going to blame that for my wobbly letters. So there we go. That's the first one. I mean, it's nice. You could give that to anybody, right? Anyone would like that card. Then we're going to go on to this one, which has these lovely droopy floral leaves down the top rather. And for this, we need some lemons, okay, and some oranges. So we're going to pop out the 2 orange slices. Actually, they're probably limes, aren't they? I keep calling them lemons. I think they're limes. So we'll pop those out. And we also need some flowers. But we only need 3, but they've given us 4. Now, I like things to be in 3s. I don't like them to be in 4s. So I'm just going to take my 3. There we go. And we'll use those. We don't need the big ones. They're for another card. Okay. Then we need our label. And again, you can clean off your ink. So you would do that by running that under a tap. Or if you have a microfiber cloth, you can just do that. I have my Stampin' Scrub, but this is not something you would buy as part of your essentials kit. This is if you become a stamper and you love stamping, then you would get one of these, because this is... Oh, I need more juice. Come on. Oh, it definitely needs more juice. My spritzer's not spritzing. Oh, just a little bit. There we go. I need to fill that up. This is something, if you love stamping, you would buy one of these, because you wash on this side and you dry on this side. And then that way you have nice clean block and nice clean stamps. And it works like a charm on all water-based inks. Now I'm just going to use the same one rather than changing it, but you can swap it out for another one. Different words if you want to. Well, now see, I've got a little bit there on the inside, but that doesn't matter. That's okay, because it's not going to get in the way of this. Breathe in, breathe out. I think I got that one a bit better this time. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. Pip, much more like it. All right, so that's going to go on there. And then we're going to attach the stuff behind it. So we're going to pop a couple of dimensionals, but we are just going to do a couple. I know it seems weird, but that's because we're going to shove stuff underneath behind it. So we don't need very many here, because it's going to be held up by lemons and oranges and stuff like that, limes and oranges. So we'll pop that one down there, put a bit higher, Pip, a bit like that. There we go. Maybe a bit lower. I think it looks better lower, personally. There we go. Alrighty. And then we're going to do things like this. So we're going to add an orange. Oh, look, I've got 2 there, so that will have to go on there. Could do 2, could do 3. Whatever, however many dimensionals you've got. Remembering you're going to make 9 cards. And then we're going to chuck this one under here, like so. And then we're going to stick a lime rather. Honestly, Pip, come on. Pop a lime just sort of hanging about over here. This way around, I think. Like so. And then a little baby lime. This one's going to go in under here. It's kind of cute. And it's going to go in underneath that orange slice, just sort of in there-ish. There we go. Then on this side, we're going to do another orange. This one's going to go fairly all the way in, like really in. Chuck that under there, like so. And then again, more limes. Aren't they cute? Who would have thought limes and lemons, and oranges would be so nice on a card? Really bizarre, but they actually work really lovely. I'm not generally a great fan of fruit, but I like these. Reminds me a little bit of a MasterChef dish. I got to show that. Yeah, technical term, stuff, just this stuff. Shove it in under here. Get the stuff together. It'll be fine. There we go. Stuff is my magic word. Okay, and then what we need to do is we need to add the flowers. And the flowers we're going to do with these little glue dots. So the easiest way of doing that is to get your glue dots. Oh, she says, if she can pick them up. Here we go. And put your glue dot on your flower. Okay, because it's going to be so much easier than trying to put the glue dot on the card, work out where it's supposed to go, blah, blah, blah. Just pop it on the flower, and then you can work that out with a bigger, like you're working with a bigger piece, and you're going to position it just right. So the big flower, once we get the top off, and you can pick it up with your tool, see? So that's good. That's going to go under here, poking out the side. Like that. Then we've got little ones. Come on. Sometimes they can be a bit of a pain, but you get off. Little ones, this one's going to shove up underneath this lemon, this lime. Lime, Pip, get your fruit right. Come on, in you go. Just tuck in under there. And then this one's going to tuck in just under this lime here, like so. There we go. And then we're going to add some little black dots. I've got one down here and one up here, and they're all the same size, so it's not like you can get these wrong. And then one over here. There we go. And then I'll just suck those up like this. And there's that one done. That cute? Nice, isn't it? I think so. With little lemons and the lovely top. And then the third one, you're going to pull out this piece here, okay, which is fiddly to pull out, so I've done that already. And then you're going to get the heart, this piece here, and you're going to pop that off, and you attach the heart over the top of the leaves. So you put the leaves on first, then the heart, and these are on dimensionals, and then you layer up all these flowers. Okay, so all of them pop out, so they're all what we call decoupaged up. Decoupage means put in the same image, either exactly the same image or one slightly like half cropped, so that you can layer it and make it look 3D. These are all the same size as the ones you're putting them on, so it's not true decoupage, but it is kind of, that's kind of where it started from. Okay, and then you work out which way round your flower is. Right, is it that way? This is the hardest bit. Is that one, or is that one? Oh, I think that might be that one. No. Is it that one? Oh, that's it. Do the dots. Dots are easier. Follow the dots. Oh, look, I've made a right mesh of that one. Go on. Get on there. So follow the dots. So you've got 3, 2, 1. There we go. And then this one is easy because you've got one long bit sticking out with a bit of a bigger gap, so that fits over there. And then this one, this one is like so. So there we go. Okay, like that. Cheryl says you don't get to see how lovely the card bases are when you look at them online. No, I agree. You don't. It doesn't show up at all that they're like that. Jackie loves the lemons and the resist backgrounds. Limes, Jackie. I'm sorry, I've got you doing it as well now. They're limes. They're green. So unless they're green lemons, which they could be, you know, they might not have ripened up. So anyway, so there we go. We've got that. And then we put on our label. Now, you see, I got it wrong that time. So I turned it over and I just did it again. And it's pretty good that time. So just pop that on. But we only need dimensionals in the place where it hasn't got them already. Okay, so we're just going to add a few. So we're going to add one in there. And then I'll add one on the bottom of this, on the side of the heart. And one just over here on this side of the heart. And if you want to, you can add dots in the middle, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go with it because dimensionals are strong. You know, it's not going to come off. So I'll pop that across there like that. A million thanks. This one is slightly tricky because it's very close to the side of the card, but it's pretty good. So there we go. Phew. I don't know. So that's 6 cards made today. 6 cards. What do we think of kits? Do we like them? Do we love them? Do we hate them? What's she thinking? I'm having a cup of tea. I'll just turn that off for a second. Personally, I know they're not exactly the quality of the cardstock that we get from Stampin' Up. You know, the actual cardstock we get is thicker, and it's coloured all the way through and all that kind of stuff. But for having like the resist backgrounds and the additional coloured pieces, or on the other ones, the rainbow printing, for me, I can cope with slightly thinner cardstock in a kit because I know what I'm getting. Okay, and it hasn't cost me £75 to buy 3 packs of card, 2 packs of paper, a stamp set, whatever. You know, you get what it says on the tin, really, and you get everything that it says on the tin. So, you know, lots and lots of different ideas. And if you buy the ones that have the stamps in them, these stamps are then great, and you can use them throughout the rest of your crafting. So you could buy a birthday kit, a thank you kit with stamps. You could buy just a get well kit or a general kit. Suddenly you've got pretty much all the words you're probably ever going to need for your card making. And it's a really great way of starting out. So you can build up a few kits, get your stamps, get your inks, try that. And then if you want to progress on, then I can show you how to do that. And I show you how to do that, especially, oh, look, see, June loves a card kit. They're great. I can show you how to move straight from a beginner card maker all the way through to a confident card maker right here. cardmakingknowhow.com. It is my membership for new card makers, and actually for experienced card makers too. Dare I say that? I think I dare say that, because I have a lot of experienced card makers in there, and they come along just for the classes and the ability to ask me questions about stuff, things they've bought and they can't remember what they used. How do I use this again, Pip? What does this do? How does this work? You know, that kind of stuff. So you don't have to be a beginner to join, but if you are a beginner, then you can start out with me, cardmakingknowhow.com. It's £15 a month, or whatever that is in your currency. It just converts to whatever your card or bank will convert it to on the day. So I can't tell you exactly what it is because I don't know what currency exchange rate is going to be when you do it. But it's £15, which in the UK I think is not expensive. It's about the price of a card making magazine, maybe, and a cup of coffee. If you could get a card making magazine these days, because quite frankly you can't. They're quite hard to find. And in there you have classes, little coursey classes that will set you going. So you can start off with what are kits, and you can find out all about kits if this hasn't been enough. Then you can move on to what is cardstock and paper, what are all the different types of things that you can buy, what are toppers and stuff like that. How do I make my own card if I'm not following instructions? What is the A to Z of crafting? What's all this jargon I hear and I don't understand what the terms are? The A to Z of crafting will tell you all of that. And then as you progress, you go on to cutting your own cardstock, how to start making your own designs, how to find your own style, what's die cutting. And then as you move forward, you get, you know, how to stamp all the different inks, what are all the different inks, how do they work with each other, etc. And then you move on to all of the techniques, right? Embossing, blending, die cutting, stenciling, masking, watercoloring, alcohol paint markers, alcohol inks, everything. So you have a lot in there, and it's £15 a month for as long as you want to stay, £40 if you want to do it for 3 months and get a bit of a discount. And if you've been on my waiting list, you will have received an email. So if you were ever waiting, or you were ever thought about joining but never did, then you should have received an email with a special annual membership fee to pay if you want to do it that way. It's only available this week. So that's a bit about my membership and why it helps you as a crafter, especially if you're a beginner, but not necessarily just if you're a beginner. Oh, see, Faye loves the kits. She's good. Cheryl says, I'm still learning and she's been crafting a long time. Yep. Yes, Nola, you need to get your kits done. And card making know-how is excellent. Yay. Thank you, Faye. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. And yeah, we have members all over the world, which is lovely. Faye's in Maryland, which is really nice. So time zones, we try and kind of work it. I know it's not great for our Australians sometimes, but I do try and work it so that at least one of our sessions you can make. And everything's recorded. Everything's watchable. Okay, so let's pull a card because we want to pull a winner. Somebody's going to get one of these cards from the kits today, so you can see what it's like in real life, and I'll get that posted off this week. So let's do this. All right, there we go. Share screen. That one. That's what I want. Yay! Here we go. Alrighty. So, are they working with card kits? Are they any good? Yes, they are. I'm going to start collecting comments and see who we've got. We've got 9 individual entries today. Let's draw. Who's going to win a card? Oh, it's so exciting. Faye. Yay. Excellent. So, Faye, I will pop one of those in the post to you. And it will be with you as soon as it can get to you in Maryland. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you've really enjoyed it today. And I hope it's given you a new understanding or a different way of thinking about kits. And maybe you'll give them a try. If you want to buy some from me, the link to my store, it's very simple. It's queenpipcards.com/kits. It'll take you straight there. Just queenpipcards.com/kits, and you can try one. They start from something ridiculous like £11.25 for a kit, and then they go up to about £24 depending on which kit you get, how much is in it, how many ink spots, how many embellishments, what kind of thing. So they range in value and in price. So it's, nothing is more than £25 for a kit, and that's a great way to get started. That includes your inks, your stamps, your block, everything that you're going to need. So it's a great way to get started on stamping and card making in general. So I hope that you will give it a go. And yay, Faye, yes, you're there. You'll get one. It's going in the post. Alrighty. So see you next week. What am I doing next week? Let's have a look. Oh, I love to give you a bit of a sneaky peek. Oh, let's have a look. What are we doing next week? I haven't looked because I haven't been here. I'm still on thingy time. What time am I on? Did I have week 1 set here? I can't remember. Oh no, I won't see you next. Well, I might see you next week. I might actually be taking a kit away with me because I'm on holiday again next week. I know it sounds dreadful, but I'm off with Sean for his golfing weekend, so I won't be here next week live because we'll be doing something for the golfers. It's a charity event, so we normally do something on the Monday for the charity event. But the following week I will be back, and the following week I will be doing I don't know what I'm going to be doing. What am I going to be doing? How to add colour to embossed images. We get a lot of questions about that, so we'll be doing some of that next week. Is that right? That's on the 12th of June. How's it going? I might chuck another one in next week because I also wanted to do something about heat embossing tips and tricks. So I might do something about that. Okay, so I know. Can you welcome home and then have a lovely time? It's dreadful, isn't it? So 2 things I wanted to remind you about. Paper party. Make sure you sign up for that. And retreat closes on Wednesday as well. So make sure you got your money in. Make sure that you have signed up for my 1-day retreat if you're in the UK. And I also have the ability now, if you just go to my book a class. Where's my book a class? Classes. Here we go. You just go here. If you're international and want to come to Paper Party, I've put a link up. Okay, so if you live abroad, but you want to come to Paper Party, then let me know by following that link and you can book in, and you'll just get the digital content. So you won't get any of the paper or the card or the embellishments, but you will get all of the digital content. So you'll get joining in the Facebook group. You'll be able to see all of the PDFs. You'll get the lives. You'll get the links, and then afterwards it'll all go onto a website. You'll get the web page so that you'll be able to follow it and go back to it as often as you want. So don't forget to do that. And if you're in the US, don't forget to book into Katina's, which is, I know, a horrendous link, but it's here. So there you go. All righty. I think that is it. I think that is now it, and I'm done for the week. So do you know what? I might come on next week and do something, but I am working my other job on all day Thursday next week, and I only get back Wednesday afternoon. So I may or may not be able to jump on live next week. You never know. I might jump on and do some more card kits from my hotel room, wherever I am in Wales, waiting while Sean plays golf. So I might see you then. If not, I will see you same time, same place in 2 weeks' time. Have a great 2 weeks, everybody. Enjoy, and I will see you soon. Take care for now. Bye-bye.